Mark, overall thoughts on that?
Poor day. The lads are allowed one. Just not good enough. We got mugged off second half. We didn't do what we do best, and if you don't do what you're good at, this league's a tough league. You get caught out. I wasn't happy with the first half performance. There was no energy, no tempo to us, and fair play. You know, Bristol Rovers, I told you, they've got good players, big squad, and they did a good job on us. You know, we far from at our best. I'm not happy with a few things. I'm not happy with the way we played. I'm not happy with the no water on a pitch. I'm not happy with the fans not making a noise all day. You know, I'm having a moan, and as much as they want to moan at my players, and I'm going to have a moan at them. The boys need something sometimes to spark us off. It was like a morgue today, and I think sometimes they've got to spark us off. And listen, I ain't blaming them. I'm just moaning at everything today, and I think I'm entitled to do so.
Yeah, I mean, you can never afford to turn up just expecting to win, can you?
And we didn't.
Well.
Absolutely. You know, Bristol Rovers is a much bigger club than Cheltenham Town, and they've got a massive squad, good players. Obviously, they've got a good manager, and we fell for it today. We didn't do what we're good at, and if it's a little wake-up call, then brilliant. But we can't afford to be playing like that too often.
Yeah, it's been a long time since you conceded goals that seemed completely avoidable.
Yeah, absolutely. They were really poor. You know, I'd made 2 substitutions, so I suppose it's my fault to go on to win the game. I thought we could have just one ball, and I thought it should have been dealt with the first one, and then the second one's just an error. But listen, I ain't going to dig my players out too much. They know in there what I feel, how I feel about the performance, and the fact that I won't have it again. But they've been magnificent this season, and we are where we are, deservedly so. Performances like that won't let us continue that, but that won't be the case. We'll be back at it on Monday, and we'll be back at it to be positive and get some more points as quickly as we can.
Yeah. Do you think the first goal affected the team for the rest of the
game?
game?
We didn't show enough fight after it went in. I think we had a mad 5 minutes, and then good players, well organised. Once you go 1-2 goals up, we looked to an average team because we were trying to force it, and we're not about that. We're not. We'd made our changes, and we just, maybe I got it wrong, but say I'm big enough to hold my hands up. We weren't good enough on the day, but we live to fight another one.
Yeah, was the plan to? They obviously did a good containing job. It was a plan to get to an hour and then make those changes and try and add a bit of impetus.
The plan was to be 2-0 up at half time, but but we didn't play with enough energy. We didn't play with enough tempo, and the first half was as bad as the second in my eyes.
Difficult for McGlashan going on
yeah,
for his debut.
I thought he did all right. He did all right. Showed promise. Showed what he's about. He'll get at people. He'll cause problems for defenders. And perhaps I should have started him, but listen, we've been winning games. Darryl against his old team. Jimmy's been superb in leading that line for us. Just felt it was my decision was that he's got to earn that right to get in my team, and we're not going to panic. We're not going to throw teacups and stuff like that. The players know that we haven't been as good as we should be, and we'll move on and work hard to make sure we are next week.
Have you told them that it's got to be a wake-up call?
Yeah, I think they know. They're disappointed. They expected a few words after, and that's it. But we're not going down the routes of it's a few home truths or anything like that. These players have been magnificent. That's our 6th defeat in 26 league games, and that's fantastic for what we are. And we're not going to settle for where we are. We're not going to start dropping away. And the only way we're going to do that is to continue to work hard and play in the way we can. And when things don't quite go for us, make sure we're at it and make sure we know how to deal with it. So, good lesson for everybody, and we'll move on to Monday now.
How important are pitches to the way you play? And why was it
of course,
not what you wanted today?
Listen, I'm having a moan, and I'll probably get told off for having a moan, but I'm in one of them moods, John, to be honest. We like it slick. We like it so we can zip it about. I think you saw for yourself there was circumstances have gone against us in terms of that. And that's not an excuse, far from it. It was the same for both sides. We just weren't good enough on the day, and I'm having a moan at a few things. If the supporters thinks it's harsh, then so be it. But we need a little bit of something when things aren't quite going our way. And we're not a big enough club just to expect the players just to roll up and beat teams. That's never going to happen. And sometimes when it's not quite happening, we need a lift off the support. Don't get me wrong, in terms of numbers it was superb, I'm sure. I don't know what figures it was, but the Wyman's crew that normally make the noise obviously weren't there, and all I've heard is Bristol Rovers fans all day, and fair play to them, they've got a result. But sometimes you say what you feel, and if people don't like it, well, I'm honest. I think they've been great most of the time, supporters. I think we didn't give them anything, and vice versa today. And listen, I'm sure the message boards will be rammed with it tonight, but sometimes we need a lift as well. The players need a lift as well as us entertaining and us trying to win games.
Yeah, just finally from me, Mark. You've got one in obviously this week. Is there much scope to
There's
bring more?
There's plans, yeah. There's plans too, but it's never as easy as that. So we're trying to get the right one. We'll just see where we go this week. We're going to lots of games, making sure that we don't miss anything. We're going to, we know where we are, and we'll see where we go.
Yeah, is the striker? Would you like to add another striker?
Who knows? All right.
See you.